Shit Show. Today's episode is live on YouTube today. Let's hope that we have a decent amount of people start to see this. We have Brian, our guest, back. He was at the meeting with Suffolk County in regards to Blydenburg. He is our newest and most recent star of the show. They're going to have a parade for him soon.
Yeah. We'll see. I can't.
I can't.
I did what anybody morally would have done.
Yeah, everybody would have morally done what you would have done, and I jumped in right behind you, but nobody else in that meeting, they all sat their asses down. Besides the one guy, I give him credit. He did jump in.
No, he had to. Right away. And we'll give him credit.
And the other lady that was there helping a little bit.
There was a couple people that jumped in, and I think everybody's help was the only thing that got him to be able to be survived. So
she was the first one to jump in and go grab the AED. She's the one that brought it, I think.
No, it was the one of the security guards.
Mike grabbed it.
With that hair. And then I took it from him, and we were trying to figure out where the actual BVM, the adult BVM was. So that was a little tough, but we got the job done at the end of the day, and he survived. That's all that matters.
So, all right. So everybody who's going to be seeing this and watching this, then, Jim, why don't you explain to them? Oh, I'm sorry. Why don't you explain?
Go ahead. Go ahead and you explain it while you're the one trying to tell me about it.
I wasn't trying to tell you about it. You're the one that has it on video.
Well, you're like partly popular. I mean, you were on News 12.
I was on News 12 because, all right. So you know what? Fuck it. Let's just get into the whole topic then. So, pretty much what happened during the meeting. Don't mind me, guys. I'm also building for a show that we have for this weekend. So anybody who's watching my back turn, I'm sorry. So this weekend we had what was it? Tuesday? Wednesday. We had the Blydenburg meeting that was open to the public. So a lot of our guys from the Freshwater Club went there. A couple of the other guys, like the Natural Habitat guys, a couple of your buddies, the Historical Society, all those guys were there. And we happened to be there with one of our buddies, Tom, who fishes with my wife on the Island Princess at a Captree for probably the past, 12, 15 years maybe? So it's like a very close family friend. Got up, which you guys will see. He's the one, I believe he had the I can't remember, the orange or the yellow.
Orange shirt with a black vest over maybe, or a black jacket or something like that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So he gave his speech, which was very
heartfelt.
I would say to the heart, to the heart about because he grew up there. He said he was there for almost 60 years, taking his kids there fishing. They were ice skate back in the day. All that stuff. Yeah. So it was a very heartfelt speech, which they only got 3 minutes, which I did like about that meeting. They didn't cut you off right away with the 3 minutes.
You heard it go off, and then they kind of let you continue a little bit.
They weren't pushy about that. I've been to a lot of meetings where they were like 3 minutes, and then get off. So they were. I give them a lot of credit with that. That was actually really nice of them. But he sat down. The next person went up, and I looked over to him to say like, "Hey, good job," and was kind of like in like.
He was breathing heavy.
Breath. Yeah, it was like a shortness of breath. You could see his eyes kind of like flipping out. So it looked like almost like a panic attack in the beginning. So I went over there, the head guy that was over there, and then you came in behind us because you saw it, and he was pretty much basically having a heart attack in the seat. So we ended up picking him up, bringing him outside, and administering CPA first aid for a solid 20, 25 minutes before the ambulance got there. Had to shock the poor man 3 times, multiple rounds of compressions and breathing, and long story short, he died twice on us. We brought him back, and he's coming home from the hospital today.
Yeah, so, and we got 2 heroes sitting with us right now, so good job, gentlemen.
You know what, though? We both said it. It's not a hero thing. It's just
something that you do. It's morally right.
Yeah.
So, some people can handle doing that, and some people can't. It's not for everybody. Not just because you've taken the CPR first aid class doesn't mean you can go do that once you're out. Once you've seen that happen and you have to actually do that, that's what makes the people that know you could either do it or you can't. Because legitimately, if you're doing compressions, you're breaking the person's ribs.
Breaking ribs.
And you're feeling it, because that's the only way you're going to get to somebody who's either, and not normally for the seniors or for the kids, it's more the adults, probably like the 25 to 60 range, because they're hard, and if they're a chubby guy, you have to get pressed deep enough to where you're going to hurt somebody. But I'd rather have you have a couple broken ribs and then you talk to me in the morning than
Right.
not having it.
Not be able to talk to you ever again. Yep.
Doctor said
And luckily,
whoever.
that's what we are. We're lucky that we're able to talk to Tom again. So.
Oh yeah, and he wants to actually probably start coming out and doing some of this freshwater stuff and wants to see what it's all about, which is
All right,
cool.
cool.
We got enough boats for him to use.
Yeah.
Long story short, it was like 40 minutes to when we got back in. You were able to talk to News 12, and so was I. And once I found out that they had the meeting going on while we were out there trying to save a life, kind of sent me over the deep edge. And I walked in, kicked the next person off the podium, said my piece, and went home.
Yeah. Yep.
But, what pisses me off is, though, because you had 4. It was me, you, Brian, Dave, Matt. You had 5 top, pretty much freshwater fishermen on the island that were ready to speak and couldn't because we were out there trying to save a life while they still had this thing going on. Which that's what kind of pissed me off. Like, yeah, you can have like the older people, other to the fact that everybody in the meeting, no offense to anybody that was there, everybody was 60 plus years old, 70 plus years old. So that generation, like, where's the younger people? And why have it at 9 o'clock in the morning on a fucking Wednesday when most of us were at work? It just happened to be that you work nights, and I'm off in winters. Matt took off because he owns his own business, and Dave happens to be off on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So, where's the
And
rest of our group? We have 25 members, and I guaranteed another 10 of them would have showed up. But unfortunately, they got mad and had to go to work.
And I think even on Facebook, when we started posting that the meeting was going to be at 9:30, it was a common comment of saying, like, great timing. Why couldn't they make this on an evening or something else? And I think it's done a little bit by design because they don't want it to be too large, honestly, and they don't want any kickback. They just want to claim that the meeting was done. It was held in front of the public, and they gave the public the opportunity to show up. Luckily, we were able to
put up those yellow signs when they do the buildings. Hey, we have a public meeting at this time. Nobody, you drive by doing 40 miles an hour. How do you know what time and where you're going to go? Nobody gives a shit. Nobody. How many times have you drive past them like, yeah, fuck it, whatever, they're putting a building up? That's the only reason I do it. And I'm not saying it to bash them because they're kind of really for us. They want to see it happen. It's just that if you wanted the presence that you wanted, you should have had it at 6, 7 o'clock at night. Or have it at 5:36 or whatever it is. So people have to take out maybe a half hour before work.
But you could tell right from when we got there that they were not anticipating even the crowd that came.
No, because they had to open up the room.
Because they had to open the room up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in that sense, I'm happy that we had the crowd that we did. I think with all the videos and everything that we were showing,
a lot of key speakers.
Yeah.
I really, honestly, my opinion was you should have rescheduled that meeting.
100%.
I'm waiting to hear back.
I agree with you.
I'm waiting to hear back from that guy Mike to see if that next meeting that comes up in 2 weeks that they're supposed to be holding is going to be public or not. So maybe we can get to that next one.
I'm going back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll definitely try to make it.
I just love the fact how I go in there, say my piece, and I guess whoever that guy was, I believe he was like the kind of the liaison of the whole group that was around the round table.
Yeah, he was like the head of the I guess the meeting, the board meeting that they had. He also was the one that helped. He came up and helped us and everything like that. But I guess, like you said,
when I go in there to say my piece, and you got to turn around and say, "Hey, the EMTs told us to go back inside." Okay, he didn't tell you to go back inside and have your meeting.
Have the meeting, just wait inside and clear the area once we're outside. You could have easily had everybody leave.
We were down by the second door.
They could have had they could have had the first doors. Everybody got the first doors right upstairs. Gone.
Exactly. I really honestly think
there was ways around it. They knew what they wanted to do.
Maybe they were scared. Like maybe they didn't want people to see. I don't know. Other than the fact that it was a state building and I didn't even have any goddamn hand sanitizer in the fucking thing too, which is where our state dollars are going, but. There's a whole lot of shit you could say about that. At the end of the day, he's alive, and that's just how it is. And,
that's all that matters.
It just, I don't know. I can keep ranting and raving about them, but it won't make any fucking sense or any difference.
No, but I feel like they also have to stop stringing this along, and they got to figure out whether they're going to do it or not going to do it. I understand there's stuff and aspects that they need to handle beforehand to make a final decision, but it's obviously causing a detriment to the older community that has been there for 45 to 50 years and everything like that, has lived there, grew up there, brought their kids there, brought their grandkids there. I mean, he spoke from the heart, and you could tell in his voice that it was very dear to him, and that it hurt him personally, because he, like he said, that pond was his best friend growing up.
Yeah,
and he would literally swim across it to go meet his other friends on the other side of town. Like, you don't get stories like that a lot anymore.
No.
And that's like, you know, that's about like the history of Long Island and growing up on Long Island. Like, that's what you have that.
Yeah.
True.
You know, you're not going to swim across the Long Island Sound and go hang out with a guy in Connecticut, you know, but like you have the ability to do that and swim across a local pond to go hang out with your buddy on the other side of town. Like,
my whole thing is this, and I get it. That's the same bullshit that we talked about with the Bubbles Falls thing. So that happens to be, well, he was right though. When they sold that back to the county, that negates all of the other stuff for the rights going back to natural wetlands, like Bubbles Falls did. So now, if they do happen to let that go and they don't get our dam or whatever, and they have to stop the water somehow, they'll dam the other side just to stop the water. Within 5 years, there'll be a contracting company in there putting low-income housing in there.
Oh, 100%. I have that was always a possible discussion of topic too, but everybody's like, no, they can't do it. It's state property, it's state property, state this, state that. But there's ways around. I mean, due to the current climate, I'm sure there's ways around that. So.
Oh, 100%. I told you this is from day one. What we saw right there, that was the round table. Which guy needs that suitcase or envelope of money, and we get our dam? Or we could be taking it upon ourselves, start working on a Thursday night, have fucking 9-10 Mexicans in there doing it, which do the best mason work that I see, have a dam that can hold a tractor trailer, and by the time they get wind of what's going on, it's already filling up with water.
There was guys that said that literally the day it collapsed. They said as long as it's able to be built, they would have guys out there building it that day.
Yeah.
And I've heard that from several people, but it's all the political red tape and the permits this, the permits that.
It was that one guy that was out there who owns the contracting company said, I'll do it for free.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Because he was another fisherman or something like that that does it. Maybe he doesn't fish there, but still.
There was many people that said that from the beginning. And
just to help the community out.
Yeah.
He said, pay for the material. Don't worry about my guys. They're going to do it anyway. And that's it. You owe me nothing. That's what he said. He's like, just get me the engineering plans of what you want done. Get it to me, and I'll do it. And just
but that's part of the problem. There's too many engineers that are trying to look into this too much. They're making it too complicated. I totally agree with you. I mean,
it doesn't. It has to be structured. It holds no weight bearing of any type of vehicle or anything. It's a fucking dam. It's argon.
They're building a wooden bridge for the horses for the trail to continue for that Greenbelt trail.
They may have. I mean, they have those local pickup trucks and everything like that. I think they may go across that, but it's not like a 2-ton truck. You know, it's like
no. It's gonna be Southern's path. It's gonna be Southern's. They have that little truck that goes over there.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a traffic bridge. It's just a structural bridge. That's it.
Yeah, and it completes the trails that are in there.
You could probably build it out of fucking Legos, and it would be all right.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, it wasn't the dam that failed. It was the ground around the dam that failed. And that's another thing that they failed to bring up. They're like, the impoundment failed itself. No, that's not what happened.
No. The whole dam is all together still. It's right down on the other side. It's all there. It's in one piece.
Right. So that bridge was probably done, early 1800s?
When was the last?
It's been done. The last time it was done, I think, was early 1960s.
Yeah.
Okay.
1960s, 1970s. It was redone again.
Yes.
So it's not even that old. Like the most recent part of it was like 1970, I believe. I have to look back again.
Yeah.
Okay, so it failed because what they did was the water went around it. Means they didn't put the structure out far enough. That's just how you can't wrap the whole lake, but it has to be down deep enough and out far enough. It just got eroded. That's what it was. That's up. Mm-hmm. All that happened was because of non-upkeep.
Yes. That, and I think they had surveys that came out. They were supposed to come out or whatever, and obviously they classify it as whether it's still in good working order and everything like that. I don't know the last time that it was surveyed and everything like that, but obviously that's another thing. You have to keep upkeep.
Right. You take a structure that hasn't been upkeeped or repointed or re-cemented or re-synced for 70 years, she's going to deteriorate. That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah. And it's not exactly like a flat drop fall. It drops off and goes down. It wasn't just straight across where it was creating the impoundment.
Go ahead, pop your head in.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Brian, well, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know where Jim went. There he
Oh,
is.
there he is. Hey.
Uh
What's up, dude?
oh. Oh.
He said,
Hey,
"What's up?"
I hear. I see this. I can read lips.
You want to get on? You want the other headphone?
No.
I think you should get on.
What's on the agenda today?
We'll change the agenda to anything and talk about mini rods.
Well,
Oh my
Now the
God.
king of mini rods is here.
How do you turn this on for him?
It's on. Just
Just
put it in your
put it in the It's on the right side. He said we're gonna change the agenda and just talk about mini rods now being a radio.
of course that's gonna happen. Well, good afternoon, everybody. On my lunch break.
Well, they knew you were coming. It's 12 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
I
Well,
said,
I had to go outside first.
yeah, I could
You
smell
got a
it.
Red Bull?
No. My Red Bull's probably out there already.
I didn't even stop.
Oh, that's why. You
I
missed
was
out.
late. I came from the other way.
No, but I have a nice
Aroma?
How can I put aroma? But
Aroma.
Nice.
it's a
Yeah.
nice aromatherapy in here. No, we were talking about Tommy and the Blydenberg thing. He's another one that's fished Blydenberg, but shoreline, not on a boat. He's
It
fished
don't
with his
matter.
father-in-law.
There's days I've had at Blydenberg 6 or 7 fish just off a shoreline.
Yep.
And everyone's like, "What do you mean?" And I didn't even leave where they rent the boats, and you could drop them right there. There's like a little shoreline to the right that holds nice weeds. I don't care. Everybody's gonna fish it. Everybody's fished it. So I've banged out 2-3 pounders at those docks, and everyone's like,
What
"What?"
everybody's talking about, like
Yep.
at that meeting where Tom had the heart attack. They were just bringing it up, like there was people talking about, like, oh, save the trout and the 10 fucking natural
Save the trout.
pine oak brook fucking trees that
Do
there's
the
only
ferry
10 in
on
existence.
Masters and go to Connecticut and pay to sit there online in the morning and go pick your spot and go catch trout.
Which is where they have to come through to get into Blydenberg anyway.
But people don't understand that. I
No.
mean,
My biggest concern was, one, that they still held the meeting after we were outside
regardless,
doing
they
what
should
we
have
did.
stopped that.
And to
And
the
not
fact
at
that-
9 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you. I didn't even
Correct.
have to bring it up.
Work people
Yeah.
5 to 6 to 7.
Because here's another one that would have been there.
It looked. I
Yep.
mean,
But
if
could
this
it-
goes
doesn't
online,
work.
I really don't care. It
We're
looked
live
like
on
an
YouTube
old,
right now.
an old panel. Looked like they were like 70 or better. So I mean, soap
Which is-
operas come at like 2 and 1 in the afternoon, so they got to be home.
Oh, you're so fucked up.
I don't care. I mean,
So we all know that Sponge is not politically incorrect on anything that he does,
no, I'm sorry.
and you're
Yeah.
gonna get a straight answer. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, that's Sponge. That's just how it is.
Well,
And
I
90% of the time, he's right.
I grew up freshwater fishing out of here, and there's days where people don't believe me that I could pull 4 bass out of Southard's Pond, and they're like, "No."
I've
I'm
seen
like, "Okay." And some bass 4 pounds I've caught walking out there in the middle of Southard's Pond, because you could walk half that lake and it only comes to like 4 feet unless you go towards the waterfall. So everybody that wants to try, don't walk to the left of the waterfall and you won't die. So
Yeah.
But that's my whole thing, though. So the same scenario that happened now at Blydenberg, what if it happened at Southard's? What if that front levee right there gave out? You're gonna drain that
it'd be
pond,
flooded back there.
and you're gonna lose all the water going into the top side of Argyle, and then the water's just gonna rush right out to the bay.
Well, the down spot of Southard's used to be twice as wide.
Right.
I used to never be able to walk to a trail to that red house unless you walked through the woods and made a right. That water used to be 10 feet more to the left, easy. So that dammed up
I
over
just
the
don't
years.
understand why can't they? I don't. What really pissed me off too, which I said it to them, why DEC wasn't there. And I'm not meant, like I said, we don't need Heidi there. Heidi's the top. Like, give me somebody, give me a representative or a secretary or somebody to jot down some notes. Or, hey, listen, these questions were asked. Let's just respond to them for the next meeting. Like,
I really wish that they, instead of doing public opinion first, they should have had the board speak. They should have introduced everybody to the board and had the board speak and tell everybody what was going on, what the agenda is for the entire
exact things
project.
that they're trying to
And
do.
yeah, don't listen to the public first, because you would have gotten a lot more attention. And Tom maybe would have stressed out beforehand or not, but I mean, we'll never know. But in regards to the whole meeting, like, everybody would have heard what the plan is for the project and then had a response to it there. I mean,
But then you would have had
it was
everybody.
just public
not
opinion
mentioning
of the
what they
same
wanted.
speeches that we've been doing over and over again.
Yeah, but you would have took
Like-
everybody who
Yeah.
wanted to speak, and then now take all their original questions and statements and push it onto them. You know what I mean? Like it would have been okay to do like, okay, we're gonna do the first hour or first 45 minutes of whatever you guys want to speak and speak your mind.
Yeah.
Then the board's gonna answer, and then we're gonna have another 45 minutes. Because if they just got on there and told you what you were gonna do, if I was gonna go up and say how much I love the lake, and this guy turned around and said we shouldn't do it, now my focus is gonna be on that guy to prove him wrong instead of saying what I wanted to say. So you could have spoken up like us, them, us, but it's such bickering back and forth because no matter what we say, if that person doesn't get that envelope of money or doesn't get what he needs, it's never going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, especially with all the bullshit now that they're
It-
finding out where all this money went. You think they're just going to anonymously say, hey, oh, you guys need $4 million for cement and fucking 10 guys to build a dam? They're going to, no, it's not going to happen. If that's the case, just fundraise it ourselves.
Which we were
Everybody-
trying to do, and they were like,
They-
no, it has to be through the state and this and that. And
Yeah.
I know they got the
There was-
$6.6 million. I think that's what's on the website right now. That
We're
I
not
think, you sent me earlier.
we're not Tennessee, we're not Georgia, we're not Texas.
That's correct,
They really don't give a shit about
About
freshwater
freshwater.
fishing
Nope.
for us.
unless it's upstate.
It's just a hole of water, and they think, yeah, you know, Betsy's gonna sit there, drink a glass of wine, and walk away. Like no one's fishing those spots unless you see people fishing. So that's like the bogus thing that they really don't care about, from what I've seen.
The one person that was really good with their statement, which I think will actually go a long way, that it's a stopping ground for migration birds.
They all are.
They all
because
are, yeah.
no, but that lake itself is so big, it holds so many more birds. So
Dude,
migration-
I have like in the beginning of the season, right before they leave, is like the winter stuff. There's like herring and stuff that sit in southerns,
Oh, yeah.
like sit in stalks. There's like some weird birds you find, and then next thing you know, you don't see them again until about that time of the year because they migrate everywhere. Everyone's like, no,
open
I'm like,
that land to state hunting for duck hunting. You'll get the bridge built tomorrow. Because nobody gives a shit. No, like you said, everybody said nobody gives a shit about the freshwater fishermen.
no, they don't.
Unfortunately, no.
Like he said, upstate,
Yep.
where it's like
It's
they're
sort of cared about because they have a couple of ponds up there that
Well,
or a couple
they
of
don't
places
have they don't have salt water like we do.
Right.
So
right,
they
but-
rely
but
on
the
every
lakes
tourist
up there-
there's,
and everything.
there's no green
But the
pants
lakes up
going to
there
hang
bring
out
money.
at the dock all day because now they're hanging out at ponds. So
Mhm.
you're gaining manpower in the woods, especially hunting up there.
Yep.
You can you see them more plainclothes guys up there than I've ever seen in my life.
Should we protest like everybody else is doing right now for Blydenburg? Just stomp our grounds with.
What is that
posts?
going to do? That's not going to do nothing.
Fortunately, we have 9 to 5s and we can't do that. So
Oh, that's
I'm-
right.
I'm-
Yes,
Yeah.
So I'm
Exactly.
gonna be out there by myself with a Red Bull and a cigarette.
Yeah.
in the
It's like
middle
the
of the
4
woods.
guys on the rat when have the rat. There's like 6 of them.
Dude, if that lady, if
The
that lady
difference
has a
between
problem
here
with
and
the
upstate-
EPs, what?
The difference
What?
between here and upstate is mainly that the lakes upstate for freshwater all generate income for the state,
Correct.
for the local,
Of
and
course they
everything.
do.
The
they
freshwater
can do
lakes
that
here
here.
don't generate anything.
They can do
Heidenberg
that
was one of the only
Well, the
ones that actually generated at least a little income for the county because it had the rentables.
Leidenberg, Belmont, because all the
Yep.
rowboats
The
and all that
rowboats and
stuff.
everything like that, yep.
So that's how
Yeah.
I always
And
said.
that's the same thing with
But that's
Hempstead.
the
now,
only
too, with those
generation
little
on
swan
it.
boats.
Oh yeah,
Correct.
yeah, the swans and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so if that's the case and that's what you wanted, nobody that we know, if you turn around and told me, hey, listen, it's gonna, regardless if you have a pass or not, you need to have the state pass, which everybody can get if you're a fucking resident. It's not a problem. Or a county pass. And it's going to be $5 or $10 a day to park the boat, the trailer and the truck there. Nobody in their right mind would be like, okay, like, sure, here.
Even if it's
Whatever.
$3.
But even the
Think about it.
tournaments that I was holding, there was permits that I paid for the permit
Just
to hold
have-
that
just
event there.
hold it.
Right.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying, though. So, all right, so
It
they're
was-
not going to generate
it was
what?
generating. It's not generating what the upstate lakes are doing, and that's why there's more focus for freshwater stuff up there.
Because we
But I
can't
mean,
make it
there
that
was
big here.
something. No, there's nothing
I mean,
that big.
I go to my house upstate and I could see 8 to 10 feet down just on the shoreline to the bottom,
Yeah.
like it's crystal clear.
You could do the only place I
That's
just see
the
you do that
difference.
is Mayapack. That's it.
That's the difference between that upstate lakes and the mud water, half the clear days in the winter that we get, and it's nice and clear.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. And they don't care about the growth. They ain't fixing none of that.
No, that was
none
another
of them
topic that the
coming
other
in.
guys brought up.
None of them
Yeah.
are coming
They're
in
all
and
bringing up that there's
cleaning
The
it. and-
invasive
hydrilla and
species
this and
of
that
hydrilla.
and all
I
that
mean,
stuff.
look at Massapequa.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Look at all that. You got like a 3-month window before
You can't
you're
fish
it
literally
at all,
you can't
so.
even fish nothing.
But now would be the proper time to get rid of all the invasive plants.
Well, this is
Go
where
in there,
this
To
is
build
dredge
more-
it and
this
everything
is
like
where it
that,
sucks.
it was.
even those big pads of lilies, you drop it in those holes, you're going into grass. So you're going to lose your jig anyway. It's not like you're going in a nice lake and you drop it in a lily hole and it's nice floor underneath.
Right, but if they do get the dam built before they actually start, you let the water go through, so it still keeps that small little stream that's there. You go in there with a backhoe or a brush hog, just mow everything down. Take the whole top layer off. You're dredging the pond to be deeper.
Yes.
You're having more structure at the same time.
At the
You
same
leave
time,
the
yeah.
stumps that are there and everything, or redo everything, or drop down the cement structures that they use for, up and down the
you're
coast,
getting new life, new everything on it.
and that's it. And then flood. So now you got a pond that averaged 5 to 6 feet. Now it could be 10 to 12 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
they're
put
It can be done the right way, but it's not going to be done the right way.
No,
Never.
And we all know that if it's done at all.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Period.
By time it
We're
gets
gonna hope. We're hoping
By
that this dam actually gets built, but
By
it's-
time the dam gets built, by time they fill it, by time they stock it, by time the 3 to
8
5
years.
years that it's going to take to actually catch fish that are
Yeah.
actually reasonable,
no,
we're all going to be down south. You're going to be retired, move south.
It's gonna
You're
be
going to be
8
gone
years.
south, and we're gone south.
Look at that big ass lake that they only let sit for 8 years, and that was 10,000
Yeah.
acres.
Because statistics say that
A million
anytime-
crappie, a million sunnies, and a million crappie bass went into that lake, and then they didn't let nobody fish it until 8 years.
and now
Oh,
it's
yeah.
now it's
Gorgeous,
frogs.
And
Yep.
then they let it to kayakers only, and then the kayakers came back fast half day, the guy said, because they didn't know there was like 10, 12-foot alligators in that. So they all got scared, and they were like, all right, we can put boats on it.
You're never going to get the support that they do down south up here because of where we are. End of story.
They would know what to do in that lake.
Well, hedge?
And yeah,
Yeah, they would lose their mind.
you guys
Well,
would
you
lose
guys,
your mind.
bro, you fished down south before. You fished like Florida and stuff.
I mean, I fished like a spot from like
Yeah.
Disney and everything like that. That was
Yeah,
about
but-
it.
What, by Disney?
Yeah, I was
All right,
at
what do we got?
Resort
'Cause I
B or
go down
whatever.
there in March.
He's
I
going
got to
to
go to a stupid wedding in Disney, so and it was like $15 for an hour. Where the heck could I fish?
Where are you staying?
indoors. You're
I
gonna
don't know.
Disney
I'm
or
literally
the
like
wedding?
the wedding's
In the
in
res-
Disney,
In Disney.
in that French.
You can
area.
technically fish there, but you will get
Fairgrounds?
chased out. They'll
Yeah.
chase you out. But there are also
There is-
guides that are there that would fish in through Disney. Like they're actually hired guides that you could hire, and they will
Well,
take
they
you through
said
Disney. and
something
you'll
that
fish
you
there.
could pay like $15 an hour or something like that to fish somewhere around there, and that's what
There's a
they'll
lot of
pay.
big fish in that
There's
park.
yeah.
Like like we have a 6 spot an hour north of Okeechobee that we fish.
Okay.
Like it's a sanctuary. Like it was the guy St. John, was it St. John's Waterway bought 10,000 acres from a citrus farm,
Okay.
and literally, like I said, 8 years they let that shit sit, and on an average I was pulling out what were we pulling 3 to 6
3 to 6.
3 to 6, and those were the small ones.
The bigger ones came
The
on.
bigger ones were like, there's guys there
but they
that they
shiner
have
fish.
10s, 12. Yeah, but you do both.
Yeah, I caught them on officials with the fish
But
weren't as big
but
as
they
yours.
do it like you can't. The weed growth, they come and have somebody napalm it, and they drop
Yeah.
it down, and they do it the right way. Nothing grows down; it all grows on the water top. I'm like,
Because they
that's
give a
real
shit.
because they give a shit. Like we'll never ever see that here because we are nothing.
The only reason why I find it's weird,
Well,
every 2 or 3 years,
It's
Yeah,
we are
that's
nothing
how-
of this
They-
to them.
they take some type of vehicle. I guess they pull the lily pads out of Mill Pond and Belmore.
Yeah, they had like that. It's like it looks like
The
like a
spray
like a
trash
mill
Excavator that
basin.
put
Like it has like
boats.
almost like a mill basin, like a thing for.
But that's
the
the
electric
only
they did
place
back in
that
the
I've
day on
ever
that.
seen them do
Yep.
it.
I've seen it. Yeah, off of what is it, Merrick Road over there, right?
Merrick
Yeah.
Road, just before you hit Belmore Avenue.
Yeah.
So like
Uh,
they do it there.
Tom Medina sent me that video because he was there the day they did it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like big ass fucking tires. It's like a combine that fucking cuts everything up. It takes it
throws
out.
all up top.
It bails it and throws it away. But they do it right on top of fucking spawning season.
Yeah.
So all the eggs that are sitting on top of all the plants that they're taking out.
Again.
Goodbye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no, everybody's got their head so far up
Why
their
do we
ass.
only have like 8-inch, 10-inch bass? And you know, and you're like, why does this place is the most gorgeous place in the world to fish,
Well,
and there's no goddamn fish in it?
We say 8 to 10 inch bass. Captain Hero over here
Listen,
only throws giant glide baits and will cast 10,000 times like you to catch one fish.
yeah,
Yeah, and his buddy's throwing
That's cool.
14.
Yeah, my buddies are definitely better at it than I am, but I mean, I've had some decent fish on some nice crank downs and
The way
bigger
that
baits.
you see it, the way that you see it is the way I see saltwater. There's not much that I can do in saltwater that's going to be like, yay, I've caught multiple big fish. I'm not going to beat anything. That's why I switched back to the freshwater world. But that's how you are. Do you really want to go out there and catch 15, 10-inch fish? Yeah, if you want a day to have some fun.
On that, yeah, if I want that and everything like that, if I'm feeling
Right.
like I haven't caught
If
anything in a while, yeah, you can throw a jerk bait, throw a drop shot, whatever, and you
just
fucking
whatever, and just
slam
have
'em.
fun, just
Correct.
something.
But if
You
you want
go
that
out there
big ass
primarily-
thrill, like, yeah,
I want
you want
that
the
one
biggest
that
fish
hits
in the
that-
lake, correct.
I want the one to pull up and its mouth is this big. Where you got
I
your
got-
thumb,
I
you have
got-
2 thumbs.
yeah.
And I don't
Two
give a,
thumbs in the
everybody
mouth.
knows, like I said, here we go. Everybody's gonna be like, yeah. Like I pulled 5, 6s, 7s out of Belmont. Everyone's like, no, they're not. I'm like, okay, guy. You
They're
know?
there.
Like
Yeah.
they
They
are
are.
there. you
They're
guys.
smart
They
fish
are
and they know how
there.
to adapt to their environment, so they don't
They've
get
seen
caught.
everything
That's the
in
problem.
fucking
Correct.
28 inches of water
You need
until
to
you get to
have
the waterfall. So it's like,
Yep.
That's why you fish live bait. Don't even dare say it. You've been the first
no,
one.
I fish both. Wait, who's the one that always
Yeah,
had all the
where
worms
we
and
go.
shit? And you're like, what the fuck are you doing?
He always comes in. I usually catch I always start with like the sunnies and shit just to have some fun. I'm like, all right, fine, then I'll switch. I can't say I got skunked then if I caught a sunny. But I'll always pull one up at 2 or 3 inches, and by the time I throw it back, don't you fucking throw that back. What are you talking about? Give me that son of a bitch. I bought this one for a reason. And then he'll toss
Well,
it
that's-
out there, catch a giant bass, and call it a day.
one of the kids that was at Massapequa in the preserve. I think
And
he
it's all
caught
mini
one
rod.
off of a sunny,
That's the
a
kid that
live
was-
fish, a sunny.
What
Yep,
is
and
it,
he caught
Gus?
that with big bass in there.
Yeah,
And then
I mean,
Dave, I think we want to say Dave caught the same bass. I think he was dead sticking a bigger bait, almost acting like a jerk bait, and we just let it pause and was paused in 30 seconds, got racked. And of course, he didn't have a scale on him, but it seemed like it was probably close to an 8-pound fish.
they are all there. Massapequa, that preserve.
He lost one
if
of the
you-
biggest pickle I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yo,
It hit a bass assassin that he was jerking back
When I-
on the back side of
when I say
you walk
when I
around.
say 30
Yeah.
inches, it was 30
Yeah.
inches.
it looked
Yeah.
it looked like a fucking Florida guard swiping at like an eel because he was using a solid bass assassin.
A
It
solid
came up
bass
and
assassin,
swiped it sideways.
And then it sideways missed and then went right back in that like 4 feet of grass and disappeared. And I was like, you really are a piece of shit. He's like, what's, he's like, he just looked at me and started laughing. And I just looked at him. I said, you're a piece of shit. He's like, stop. I was like, stop laughing. Dude, easily 6 pounds, 8 pounds.
I'll bust his balls
Easy.
every time that he loses a fish, but every time that it's good, I just turn around and go, oh damn. And I'll walk away. Because it was one of those fish that was
Because I don't care. He's like, what are you throwing? I'm like, I'm on my 8th bait. And he's like, bro, it's been like 30 minutes. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
forecast change.
And I'm
Forecast
done.
change.
yeah.
I'm done.
I mean, I'm the
fish-
same way. I
I
can't
look
stay with one
out,
thing
I
too
see
much.
what I see. I'm hitting those holes. If nothing hits on that same thing, see you later. I'm
Switch
switching
it, yep.
line.
That's good though. So he's gonna break down the week that way. He's probably be really good at tournaments.
Oh, he's fished with.
yeah.
And
He- he did the
only
first
said
on the lake.
I only said I'll fish from the I'll fish for you guys can fish on the boat some days. Let me walk the lake, and I know some spots that I'll probably plug some shit and come back with a bag. Like
That
that,
would-
dude, like
that
that
would be
kid
fucked up.
that kid's a shoreline beast. That
Oh
kid-
yeah, Dave Parker,
that's
one
good.
of my best
That's
friends.
That's your boy.
Yeah,
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 I've
that's fine.
seen that kid
Well-
like fishing before, like him taking the pictures and other shit. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen him like face walking past areas, and I'm like, I knew some spots, but I only fished the same certain. I was a Babylon kid. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't have to go far for trout. I hit Park Avenue, walk around, go to Southards, go back. Even on days where they were like stocked, I was like, I don't need a stock day.
Yep.
I don't need a stock day to tell me where to catch trout. It's
Well, we have those the junior anglers. that we have.
Yeah.
Those kids are out there beating
Those
the shit
kids
out of fish
are
right
killing
now.
Right now.
He's holding a fucking pickerel, like fucking 2 hands. With fucking giant head on it. I'm like, really? But they're fishing scientists. Those are my boys.
Yeah, they know.
They're
Well,
fishing
that's the only thing that gets them to really
problem
commit
is,
right now.
Yeah, but the problem is you either have to fish this time of year a bait extremely slow
Mm-hmm.
or live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well,
You're not going to get a fast.
There's no other two ways around it.
Right.
Yeah, and, you know, it's -8 in the water and 12 inches. So
Which
Those
that's what
kids
they
were
do.
down in PA though, right after New Year's. I think they were ice fishing it down in PA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were in, I think his dad told me they were in Patchogue. I'm not going to mention I know the lake, but
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been very busy this year. They're doing really good.
he's
Between that
probably,
and him building the boat,
yeah, he's
they're,
coming here in a
they're
little bit.
definitely psyched. They're definitely psyched for the season coming on.
I think that boat's going to look pretty good. It's going to be pretty funny with
Yeah.
them.
Nice.
But I get it. When I was that young, I wanted to go anyway. I don't want to go out in the cold right now. I would have went yesterday. Yesterday was like 50.
Yeah, yesterday was nice and
They would
fun.
say that
Right
somebody
now
went
it's
out
like
They'll
20
need
21.
to see what's open.
See, like
They said,
right now my shop it's 78 degrees with 15% humidity. We're good.
a lot of the guys I spoke to, they said Wednesday was the day. That would have been it, and then
Wednesday
hopefully
was that warmth.
Wednesday was
all day,
that-
plus
was
the
that-
sun, stale, no wind, and you had some nice
Yeah, but I went
fucking
Wednesday.
work.
and like nothing crazy big like jerk baits and slow or like rattle traps or something like that.
Yeah, I tried for
I remember my
crappie.
buddy said that.
Yeah,
think I-
well,
I think I did
because
crappie.
that's you try to
I
hit
missed
the
the
spot
crappie.
Or
with.
something, just drop it and bounce it.
And that's another thing. We'd have nicer, better areas with bass if we had more crappie life on a normal.
Well, anything, crappie,
Nah.
panfish, anything.
It's almost like they're like the same stupid idiot sometimes, the crappie. The both of them are to fucking swim bait at like 2 inches, and the same asshole largemouth bass leave one at 5 inches in the same fucking area.
I would rather, and I hate to say it, I would rather catch crappie all day long than.
Oh yeah, we're like 2 pound test. That's like the fucking best thing in the world. That's a fun fight.
I'm not knocking the bass. The bass is fun.
Now, like
Now.
I said, I'm
Now,
gonna be a
okay,
dick because I got
now.
like 20 minutes.
Now,
But now I'll say I would take that baby white mini I made with 2 pound test and beat on a crappie. And why use? Then everyone's like, yeah, why use a mini? Because
so why
this
is it every
jerk's
time
done
that we
made,
have
and
these,
I made every fucking rod known to man, and I'm totally okay with not using a regular rod anymore.
why is it every time that we have these podcasts, is you guys insistently bring up mini rods? I'm
It's a
tired.
business for you though.
It's
I
You
like-
asked for it.
it's
Why
because-
not?
You guys even
Because
posted
we
the
know
mini
you
gift.
hate
What did you
it.
expect?
I want
Yeah,
you
there's
to
a
take
reaction from you.
a 10-inch glide bait.
You build me a strong enough backbone, I will try, or somebody will. I guarantee you.
You're gonna be like him. He
Got it.
sat there when we were on what was it in Connecticut and literally had to jump to sit up on the fish because he didn't have the lift.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, because you're doing it
he
wrong.
said no. He had
You're
no.
doing it wrong. You're doing it
Dude,
wrong.
I learned
I'm
after
telling
a
you right
couple
now.
hook sets.
It's
Let me
not-
tell you.
No, it's not.
I learned
No, it's
after
not.
hook.
If your hand is not like 2 feet from where the water line is,
Yeah.
and if you're not lifting from all the way down there and
I'm
lifting
6'2",
straight up over your,
2
Listen,
feet from the water line.
What the fuck am I? I look eye to eye with you,
What am I
jerk.
laying on the fucking bed?
It don't matter.
On the
If you
deck of
have
the
like,
boat?
like if I'm
What
on
the
like a
fuck?
charter boat, I have my hand down underneath the fucking rail when I'm hook setting on a fucking 10-pound fish with a 40-inch rod.
No, we got to get him a chair. So
Or
he can
or
stand up and set the hook like
or
this.
right now I have a 45-pound striper on a 48-inch rod. So it's the fun fight, you know.
I
We
feel
could
like-
do it. You could do that, you know. Yeah, dude.
Oh, you and your
I got
phone.
the offshore one. My goal is to catch a 60-pound yellowfin on it next year.
That'd be great.
The
Oh,
problem
I'm
is-
gonna.
Probably,
I don't give a
yeah.
shit.
No, you could do it on the rod. The problem is you can't get a reel big enough to hold the
It's-
line
yeah.
capacity.
Because that's why you build them. Because
Yeah.
then you can put a bigger reel seat on it.
No, just all you have to, if you just really want to have a good time, just go fish with Jim at the mini rod. You can watch him hop around like a bunny, trying to sit.
Yeah, basically.
He had no problem catching them on when we had the minnows.
Dude. Oh, it was great doing drop shot with it.
Oh,
You
were
got
killing
you
it.
just
Oh yeah.
crank. Put another crank into it. Is what you got to do.
He
Like
has-
like
he has a
crank and
small
pull
fire.
into it, not just like fucking
I-
yank into it and then.
I'm all in with Gables. I'm building a conventional setup and doing a bait caster on one.
Well, that's
I
what.
would like
Don't
that.
worry, you guys are a day late,
On a-
dollar
on
short
a-
on that
on
one.
a
I
mini?
already, that was
Yes.
already what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
On
but
a
what are you-
50
what are
with a
you
little
gonna do, though?
Accurist.
We're gonna make 3 of them.
Yeah, we'll be good.
I fucking
Yeah.
quit. You
Listen,
know
I
what?
don't give a shit.
How about this? You
Just
fuckers
quit
can all come
bitching and
over
just
here.
start cutting the shit.
Nope, that's
Then
what I'm
say,
going to say.
look,
You
look, look.
fuckers can come over and mark out where you want to cut it. You can cut it. I'll glue it. Sam can build it.
I know.
I'm not fucking doing that shit no more. It is so
I think we
stupid.
just put a live camera on you cutting it. Watch you cut it. That's like the whole point of this whole thing.
You see this?
Yeah, but look
Yeah.
at all the
No,
nice new gaffs you
No,
got.
fuck you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 loops, which is the most indestructible rod that you fuckers made me cut. Look
There's
at-
a reason why we still cut it.
Yeah, but you made mini
Because
camps.
now the
You
mini
just
loop is
posted over-
fucking indestructible. So Ugly Stick could go,
I hate you guys. I quit. I quit. I quit. I'm done. I'm gonna go beat up on the dog. Is what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go beat my dog. I don't know.
they're fun. It's just something, you know, like that's why it was so crazy on with like the fucking huge ass striper. Like everyone, I don't want to
It's
sit there
different.
for 8-10 minutes on a fucking regular rod. So it's to see, like, give it a shot. I'm using 15-pound test on a 45-pound striper and a 48-inch rod. So
Yeah, but the problem is that the only time you could do it is like when you're throwing underneath docks. That would be a time to use it. If you're drop shotting, you can't throw giant glide baits on that.
you
You
want
don't
me,
have-
you want me to be a dick?
Don't say you can't.
I'll
until you
take that
try it.
mini and I'll throw a fucking 8-inch glide bait on that shit and fish that shit for fucking 40 minutes. Watch me.
Yo, where's one of
Watch.
those glide baits that Lee gave us?
They're upstairs.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
I
plenty
got
of
two
them.
of them. I got the Sunny. I got
Yeah.
the other one. Oh, don't
And
worry
the big
about
one.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
The big one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I still don't
Let's
believe.
see what happens.
I still don't believe anything is gonna eat them fucking things.
Oh, I think so. Those Sunny ones,
That little sunny one kills it.
that is perfect. That's that like 5:15 in the morning.
Why don't you guys just throw cast nets? Make life so much easier.
I can't throw myself out right now. Well, I've done that on Long Island. Just gonna say not where, but I have in the freshwater. And there was when I tell you about 30,000 Sunny, so I wasn't worried about one 4-foot cast net strike.
I don't know. I'll go. I'm going to go back to Plattenberg because I really.
That's what we were supposed to focus
Yeah.
on today.
Yeah, we're going to focus on it. We just went over
It is.
it.
It's just horrible.
The problem is
what,
that how much-
what else can you do? It could be 20,000 people, 15,000. You can get everybody from fucking east and west to come there, and they're still going to be like, well, you know, the money issue. Well, you've been taking $25 from everybody in this room for fucking even the old guy that just had a heart attack. You got 60 years taking his money. You telling me we can't find money from somewhere for that?
They already have what six
They
and a
have
half
the
million?
money.
6.6 million, I believe it was.
They have.
They're fighting
But
for
that's-
more.
They
But
don't
that's not
have
even
it
the
for that purpose, though.
They do.
Yeah.
That
okay.
money that
It's
will.
allocated from the county. That's not
Right.
even the state at all.
All right. So when they're done, said and done, the job cost 3-1. They made out on 3. So what do you want me to say here? Like that's how it's gonna go. They're gonna underbid the worst guy in the world. That thing is gonna fucking.
That's going to last 50 years before they need to do it
It's.
Yeah, and everybody on that board will be all gone.
again. Right.
Oh yeah, their families would be good.
Well, that's,
You know,
that's what I'm
Because
saying.
that board looked like they were all sleeping in the first 20 minutes from what I seen in the pictures.
If you have a board there, and I don't wish this upon anybody. If you have a board there that's willing to help you to get to what you want, and something happens to the board, and new people have to come in.
Do you think those 2 old ladies look like they did any fucking freshwater fishing on Long Island?
Yeah, but they're not.
They don't give
But
a
it's not just
fuck
freshwater
about
fishing.
Nothing.
Sponge,
They
but you got to
don't
remember
care.
this whole thing about this whole group that we have tried to start is not only about us. We knew that we have small numbers. What we have been
100%.
grown out to is the
It's
horse
tigers,
people that live around there.
horse
Everybody
people,
that
All the people,
coming
all
out of
the
the
locals,
woodwork.
all the locals like the what is that one community called? Forestwood Association that runs the meetings that are in Smithtown. Like all of their people, that's what we're trying to grow as a group together. Because when we're showing up in numbers, that's why we had more people clapping for anybody that was speaking at that meeting than we did. Than what's it called did? Than the other side did with
the
the
opposition.
freaking environmentalists.
They only had 3 people there that was against it.
No, there was more than that. There was
Yeah?
probably about like 10, but that 10 out of the 75 that were sitting in that room, that's what shows. And that's what we did a good job for.
Actually,
And I was
And it would've
happy
been
to
even- it
actually
would've been-
see. It would have been better if we all were able to speak, and they maybe moved it. And let's just go
at
back to
9
that. part.
a.m.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. If,
Let's
on
put it
what
to
was
5
it,
o'clock.
the middle
On
of
a
the week,
Wednesday.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
like people got work.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
what don't you understand? You guys, like I said, might be home watching
The people
soap operas
that
when you leave
the
here,
people
but
that
we ain't.
work, the people that work are the ones that were complaining, but they weren't looking for us to show up. They were looking for the people that didn't have to work,
You ever
that
think
maybe are working
And the ones
already
that are against
for the
it.
environmentalists, and they're
Yeah,
the ones that are
those
against
usually
it,
the ones
and
that
they
are
got
against
nowhere
it,
else to
more
go.
time on their hands.
Yeah, but do you ever think
Yeah.
that it was done like that strategically for a reason?
Of course, that's what the whole government plans
'Cause
on.
do you think they really want to hear what we have to say? No.
I think they have to.
They'll just pass whatever.
yeah, of course they
make it
have to.
feasible for their pocket, and then whatever they got to do, it'll be all right. We'll do it. Yeah, give them
Right.
that.
Of course they have to, but they limit the amount of time and people that they have to listen to because they put it at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday.
True.
If they put it on an afternoon, then they would have to listen to a lot more. So they limit the amount of people that they actually have to listen
Yeah,
to,
it's
and they
too-
hope
yeah,
they
they don't
just
have to
get
listen
in
to
and out,
people.
and they dotted their T and crossed, or
They had to
dotted
get to
their I's and
McDonald's
crossed their
for that
T's
$3
and make
special
sure
for
that
coffee and biscuits.
the
'cause it's
paperwork
fucking
states that they
70
made
better.
their public opinion
Like,
voice heard.
they don't care. They really don't. We actually care, and what the fuck are we? Nothing. They don't give a
Yeah.
shit about
Dude,
us.
they haven't
That's
even
what it
fixed
comes
the
to.
other road that crumbled.
The one in like Stony, well, was it Stony Brook?
Stony Brook. Yeah,
Stony
up
Brook,
there.
They're
haven't
still
even
working on
fixed
that.
road.
Yes, they
Well,
are.
it started.
They
Yeah, it
fixed. They
started.
did like a quick fix or something like that,
They
so people could
started taking
access it. But
measurements.
yes,
That's what they did. They started taking measurements for it.
But the best part
It's
about that
wild.
whole thing is like you got that one family that shows up to that Smithtown meeting every time, and they're like they just bought their house like the week before this
And
whole
they
thing
can't get to
happened,
their house.
and they're like their whole house went up and basically it's demolished basically, and they had to rebuild the whole thing, and they're still trying to figure out who's to blame. But they're coming into the Blydenburg meetings, and they really should be pushing for some other place, but they have no other place to go to voice their opinion, to get their opinion heard by the
Jimmy.
county officials.
yeah.
So
Oh, we go.
I just think that
it's
it's just going to be, by the time it actually happens.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
We're not going to even need to use it. We're not going to be around to use it.
I'll see you guys later.
Oh,
All right,
by
man. See you later.
the time
by
that
the
this
time
all
that there's
ever
actual
happens,
work.
it's never going to fit right into what we need anyway. It's just fucking sad. It's just how it is.
I hope that there'll be a spot and a time that we can fish it again. And I don't think that it's going to take 15 years. I think that once they build the dam, the water level is going to raise by itself, and it's going to go up a lot faster than people expect, because there is an influx of water running through that place the entire time.
Right.
Correct.
Or you
think
could do what I told
the
you to do
fishing-
last time. You could sink
the
a well
fishing
and
is-
have it filled in no time.
You don't even have to. One good
It all
storm
depends.
after one
It all
good
depends
storm.
on how much water comes in, what rainy season they do it in, and how much does that fill up. That all depends. But if you want to pull it in with natural spring water, you sink a 4-inch well down there, which is cheap to do. Run it off a solar pump. It fills in a week and a half. Pull the well, or use the well for public bathrooms. Use the well for washdown for a parking lot. There's a ton of shit that they can do on top of things to have it done. They just never do it. They won't do it.
They'll never pull a well to fill it. There's no chance.
I can. I'm the worst person to have at those meetings because they talk about hydrostatic and all that other stuff. That's what I do. Bringing what the fuck Mr. Wooden clocky shoe asshole guy, whatever the fuck he did for a living. The one that tried to roll up on me and tell me after we saved the
Yeah.
fucking guy, he said, "Hey, you know what? You're gonna lose your permit. Fuck you and your wooden shoes. I hope you skate across fucking Vets Highway. I don't give a shit. But you're gonna tell me that you're some type of fucking engineer and telling me which way water's gonna flow underground? How fucking stupid are you? You're not a fucking geologist. You're a guy that can't even speak at a meeting because you fucking stutter. Like you got a male appendage in your mouth 24/7. Shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and I'm going to tell you about hydrostatic. Water's going to go where it wants to go.
To go.
End of story. I don't care if you fucking dam it, block it, fucking pour cement on it. If that water wants to reach that fucking point and that elevation's higher than that one, it's getting there.
Yeah.
End of story. There's no way you're going to fucking stop it. So you're telling me that dam broke, went down there and destroyed a building? Okay. Where the fuck did you want it to go? Were you just going to say, stop here, don't just go that way? It's going to take out that fucking basement. That's in its way in the path. Hence the reason why putting it back, so you don't have that fucking problem. There are low-lying lands underneath that can be destroyed, which is why you have to properly take care of the top part so you don't have a blowout.
So have it down one. Yep.
So fuck that guy and his goddamn tree-hugging fucking shoes. He can kiss my ass. I don't care. But the problem is, don't come up there and talk that you know what you're talking about when you don't. You're lucky enough to even make it to the next meeting. You're like 97 years old. Sit back and relax and just hang out. We'll take care of the rest. Like, what are you going to do? We knew when that shit broke, all of that water, we're talking what? Hundreds of thousands of gallons?
Yeah.
More?
I think they said it was 100,000 gallons. Yeah.
Right. It's going to go somewhere. You're going to get fucked up on the first time, which is why the other bridge broke. The house almost fell down. It takes out the berms. It's erosion. That's what happens all. Go look at Montauk Point. It happens every storm. Water comes in, takes land, leaves.
But the same storm fucked up shit up in Connecticut. Look at Zor. Look at everything.
Yeah, Zor was a mess.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You're
why are we the ones
that you're doing this to prevent issues from
But
happening?
why are we the last ones to have everything put back to normal? That
Because
shit was
it doesn't
built
benefit.
and getting.
It doesn't benefit anybody to do it. You have people that are really legitimately, they got $6.6 million. They could have put 5.6 in their pocket and just paid the materials for these guys to build it. There was like 3 contractors that were willing to work together and had it built.
They all were building it. They wanted to put in bids. So a lot of guys were like, "Oh, I'm going to put in a bid. I want to put in a bid. My company wants. I want to be the one to build it back. I want to be the one to do it. I want to be the one to do it.
Just give me.
I don't care about the time. Just give me the
architectural
materials.
plans, or we'll have them done and we'll build it. And I guarantee the problem
It could have
it's
been done
overbuilt.
3 months after this was done.
Yep.
You
But
could have
now
had
here
it
we
in
are sitting
24
a
hours.
year past.
You could have went to Home Depot 24 hours later and built up a fucking wall.
Buy some beavers.
Yeah.
It's something like that. But it's so. And like I said, I went there as a non-bias. I fished it once. I honestly, as of last year, I didn't even realize you could put a boat on freshwater. Now I have 5. So there was a lot that I was not exposed to because I came from Nassau County. You couldn't do any
Nope,
of that.
still can't. That's another
Right.
thing.
So growing up in Suffolk, now I understand why. Oh shit, you can put a boat there. Oh, you can put a boat there. Oh, that's fucking cool. So I never had the chance to experience putting a boat over there and fishing it, but fishing the other spots, I want it back.
Yeah.
Like those other
100%.
spots, those are cool as shit. Like I have no problem driving around, putting around an electric boat with my fucking cigarette, my drink, blasting my music, and catching sunnies and fish all day. I'd rather do that than anything else. But these people don't understand that. Because it's not like, if this would have happened in Southampton, where we fished that one spot that we weren't supposed to, I'm not going to mention names. If that would have happened there, that shit would have been covered up, built. There would have been fucking electrical fucking flow valves, solar panel lights for fucking airplanes.
Yeah.
Everything would have been done. Because it's that much of a fucking town. Because everybody comes together and that's what it is. You don't have people like where we were swimming after breakfast.
No.
Swimming with coming up to the
Yeah,
boats.
having the fish follow her because that's
Yeah.
basically her friend that follows her every day.
Her pet.
Yeah.
We'll mention that. He lost the biggest fish I've seen so far. I mean, a fucking monster blow up. And he just wafted like you've never wafted something before.
It was old. She was just sitting there talking, and she's like, "Oh yeah, my favorite pet." And I'm just sitting there with the rod in my hand, and I'm just talking to this lady. And next thing you know, I'm like, "Oh fuck!" And it was gone
Fish right
already.
out of the water. I mean, I had to have a head on it, like mouth.
I was just so pissed.
He was
And she's
so
like,
busy
"Was that a
looking
big
at the old
fish?"
lady in the bikini holding around with like the floaty.
You couldn't even see anything. You just saw that little floaty behind her.
I-
You were still
That's what I'm saying. No,
you were still looking at the guy swimming off the back deck after he was making pancakes in the news.
no, I'm more concerned that you took me to the guy sitting in the lawn chair naked and we got closer.
Dude. You got to
that's
get
what
the
I'm saying.
full experience. That's all
So
I'm
if you
saying.
have the people that handle those Southampton lakes like that, who live on the lake, who have access to it, those
Yeah.
people use the lake like it's supposed to. They swim in it. They fucking do
Yeah.
their laps. The guy swims after breakfast. They float around in the floaties. They do all this shit because they live on the lake. You have the same thing in what is it? In Montauk too. We've seen people swimming out there in those houses that are right there. We've
Yeah.
seen it in Mayapack.
Yep.
Nobody does it there because you're not allowed in the water. They don't let you go in the fucking water anymore. They don't let you use the lake like it's supposed to. Ronkonkoma they do. They have
Yeah,
that designated little swimming area, and they do at
Yeah, and they're
at
doing
Fort.
that Ron
Yeah.
Conklin program now too to try to get it back to the way it was back in the '60s, I guess, or whatever. What
Which
the
is
time
legit.
that was.
That's a
They
great
have-
thing to do.
They finally have somebody to do it.
Oh, somebody actually did step up and said,
I think
Yeah,
they
do it.
gave it to like some Stony Brook environmental group
My whole
that's
thing
going to be
is-
doing it.
Pay the park. Pay the park. Everybody who goes down to Capture pays $8 a day. The park.
Yeah.
There. Nobody fucking bats an eye at it. Or you buy the season pass that's like $150 or $125,
Yeah.
and then you get the pass and you go back and forth. It's $8. Do it up. Belmont. They do it there in the summertime. There's certain times if you get in before, it's like the beach. You get in early, you're okay.
Yeah, the
You
same
can
thing
leave.
with the Hempstead and the same thing with Smithtown
Right.
too. At Blattenberg, if you got in before they
So-
opened up the actual toll booth,
Have a
because it
revenue.
opens from dusk till dawn to dusk. That's the time you get in there. You're going to go in there early, you get in there early, you
That
don't
place
stay.
can generate so much money. Have the paid for parking. Put a fucking ramp in for us. Let us pay more because it's
Yeah,
a fucking
that's-
ramp. I'll pay yearly to go use it.
I've,
I don't care.
I've tried to get that, and they're like, you got to go through the state and the town and all this other stuff. I
But
almost
they're-
died bringing my kayak down to the water once. I tripped over
But
a tree
they're
branch.
already doing it. That's what I'm saying. You're already
Yeah.
putting in for these permits. Put into
Yes,
to
build it the right way.
build it the right way. Generate that money. Set up a bunch of camping spots. Charge $25 for if you want to go there for the
Well,
weekend.
Blydenberg has the
Well, you can. Bleidenberg has camping spots. That's a
Bleidenberg,
whole other
yeah.
issue. You can camp there
That's-
because we would.
That's why people go there, is because
Yeah.
they can go walk the lake and do their thing. It's like a huge sanctuary over there.
Mhm.
And now, what is it? You can't do anything.
Like, it's
They're
going to be
saying that
infested
that
with
river,
the
you're gonna be
mosquitoes
able
and
to-
all that stuff.
Yeah, the one lady that was saying that, oh, the river is going to be great and we can have like educational things about the river and talk about all this stuff. You're never going to be able to get out there to even see the freaking river.
No.
Because that lake bed is going to be a swamp for years.
They're so fucking stupid because they can do the same thing. They can do a weekly camp there. You can bring in the Girl Scouts or the Boy Scouts. They can do like a sleepaway camp there. They can all put up the small little buildings, teach them about fishing, teach them about the outdoors. There's so much money to be made. The problem is that they're afraid to bite the bullet to do it. There's so much money.
And there's also nobody
Do a
to even
fishing
run it.
camp. Yeah, but you're going to generate the money to have somebody do that.
Yeah.
You already have enough people in the state park. When the guys that are not doing the state park buildings, what are they doing? They're picking up garbage. It's the summertime. You're going to have plenty of people do the same shit that Belmont does. They have family day. They have trout day. They have learn how to tie rigs day. They, come fishing with your There's the DEC's.
And that's the DEC.
DEC links up with them and literally goes a full weekend. As long as you're fishing Belmont, you don't need a license.
Yeah.
Come to see, and we'll supply the rods, the reels, the bait. We'll
Yeah,
show you
learn how to
do
fish day or
everything.
whatever it is. Yeah.
And see if this is something that you
They
want.
have
You can do
that
that
there.
anywhere.
Hempstead, I think they have something like that with when it was the opening
They
season
do a
for the
couple
stock
of those
trout and
across
everything
the
like
island.
that.
But it's all,
And then
honestly, it's
that's
all
very
out
true.
west. It's all out west,
I-
though. They don't do that in Suffolk County.
But there's
I don't
no
know why.
reason. So then the platform has already been laid out for you. Just copy the platform.
It's not like they're both state-run parks. It's the same
It's the-
thing.
it's
It's
the
a state-run
same
park.
shit.
Bleidenberg's a state-run park.
Prime example, my buddy
Well,
fucking Brendan.
Blydenberg's County.
No, it was county. Okay, so county-run park, but it's still blueprint's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your layout is there. So my Brendan used to own Capture Bait and Tackle. That was owned by the state because it's at Capture.
Okay.
So instead of for him having to have that one tackle shop, they forced him to have Field 10, which is Jones Beach, because they said if you have one, now you have to have the other. So it's state. You just have to go to them, and if they know they can generate money off of you, they have no problem doing it. They just want to take money from you. They don't want to lay money out. They just want money to come in, which is fine. That's okay. We already had the $6.6 million. Now generate the money back to the county and state. It's not hard.
I'm very confused too because I just don't understand. I guess maybe that I'm missing something, but you have the 6.6. Like, how much more money do you think you're going to need to get from the state or whoever you need to get it from to build this? I just don't understand. Like, we told
I
like,
honestly,
is it like a
but I don't think
$9 million project? Like, what?
I don't
That's
think
first
that
and
it's.
foremost.
I don't think that they need more. I think that they have it allocated for, but they're trying to get the money from other places, so they're funding. They're not taking that 6 million and putting it all on themselves. They'd like to get reimbursed.
Why can't we fundraise money and do that then at that point? Like, it's not hard to do things like that. They don't. It's like we offered to do that too, and like, no, we can't do that. We can't take the money. But you're already taking my taxes.
Right. The Stop Project would have to open a nonprofit.
Yeah.
And take donations and eradicate it later on to whoever else it's got to go to. But there's no way that shit's going to cost $6 million. You're probably going to be, I don't know, let's say half. Let's say $3 million. Because they're probably going to build the dam, build this, upgrade everything.
Yeah, they are. It's going from a class, whatever.
The dam is going to a class, I think it's class 1 or class 2 or 3 now.
Yeah.
No, it's already out of 1. It's going to 2.
It's going up to 2.
Right.
It was more fortified and everything like that to prevent this from happening again.
So class 2 allows it to have helipiles that go down, so it anchors, side out programs, and then berm reconstruction around the outside, so it can't go around. So it just funnels in and comes up, and it also has a release valve.
The electrical, right? It's electrical,
right.
So nobody has to go there and turn it like they were supposed to, and maybe somebody forgot.
So Argyle has the same thing. There's a guy who handles Argyle, who can go there and crank the fucking wheel and allow and flow more water down to go into the bay. They can do that electronically now. So that was going to be the dam, the helipiles, the actual launch, and a hut, because you have to have some type of electric to run it.
Pump house, yeah.
Pump house right next to it. Okay, so $3 million, sure, that's pretty fine. But we don't even have an architectural or geological or any plans to even somebody say this is what you need to do.
Oh, they have it. All the plans
I haven't seen shit. I've been looking.
They have permits, allegedly they got all the permits that they needed to get, but now I guess
that's part of.
But
that's part of that whole meeting. If you watch the rest of the meeting that we left early on after Tom's thing, there is a guy that goes and it describes the entire project of what he's doing and what their plan is.
Okay.
And he was for the dam.
He shows the whole project, and he shows like the dam and like what they're looking to do and all of like basically the whole plan.
They already have everything.
What the whole thing. Oh yeah, there's like a 300.
Of course they do.
There's a 350, but that's part of this meeting. This is just to get this one environmental board that's part of the county to approve it, to then move it to the next step, and then the DEC's got to get involved. They're pretty far along.
If they already know what they want and what they want to do, where is the money or contractors telling you what it's going to be? If you got 10 contractors coming in and they range between $3 and $5 million,
but
so you know you're going to be right around the $4 million range.
They're not there.
They're not there. He already has plans, but he's already
they're not there
that knows what they're going to do.
I think he showed up as a separate entity to explain to them like this is what could potentially be done if and when it's approved. That's what I think he's trying to explain.
I think that the county has their plan, right, to build the dam, and they know what they want. That meeting was to then get the county environmental board on to see to understand what the scope of the whole project is, and then from there they need to get the scope to get approved by the DEC and the state. I know that the DEC is saying that the county still has work to do to get all the dots basically accepted to get this whole permit accepted and paid and passed. They're almost there, but there's a process left. What the process is going to entail, it could take another 6 months. Who knows? I don't understand if the money's allocated for, if the project is gone this far to basically, these people have been working for the past year and a half to get this whole 330-page or 80-page scope of a project explained and figured out, getting the dam designed and all that. Why are we still having a public opinion to have these environmentalists say, oh yeah, don't do it? We've spent probably almost $500 $100,000 or $1 million just on getting this project planned for, and the paperwork drawn up. Why are we even hearing that anymore? This is supposed to be approved by the county and everything already. Why we're still getting public opinion to have it say no, don't continue and just leave it as is?
I think
why are we doing that?
I think that is your next statement when you go to the next meeting.
Uh-huh.
If we're here and this is all been approved already, why are we still here?
If you listen to like the opposition when they all spoke, like they put up like points that they thought were valid, but a lot of the main like the consistent point that they put up was that they want to have another survey done in regards to the environmental impact for the future.
They want that environmental impact report. That is like number one.
100%. That's what they want.
It was like listening to the Democrats on CNN and every other news channel for some stupid political thing. They had the exact same words for every single speaker. It was the same speaking point. We need the environmental impact report done. That's what every single one of them all claim.
So who does all that shit, do you see?
It's the county that needs to, I guess,
they would hire somebody
request
or something
and
like
hire
that.
get that report and then to send it off.
Apparently, it's like something that it's like a state initiated thing too. It's like a requirement before you can actually start work or something like that, which makes sense. So if they're fighting for it, but if it's supposed to be done anyway before work can be done, it's got to be done anyway. So at this point, just pay somebody to do the goddamn survey
to get it done, right? But like, why are we holding off? Like, why are they pushing for it so bad? Like, do they expect, or they know the person that's going to be doing that report?
They're like, yeah, he's
going
to
say no. They know
no.
the answer for it. Yeah, like there's got to be some backdoor fucking bullshit that is the reason why that the whole opposition is pushing so hard for it, and that the county hasn't done it yet. There's got to be a reason.
Yeah, and then everybody was like, well, I'm going to talk about birds. This guy talks about fishing. This guy talks about the flowers. And then everybody's like, well, we need the survey. We need the survey. We need the survey. Yeah. That's what everybody said. Everybody's like, we need the survey, but I'm a fisherman.
And largemouth bass are all invasive species.
Okay.
We know that.
Congratulations.
They were put here for a reason.
Through everywhere. Yes. And it's technically a part, if I'm not mistaken, like I said previously, it's a part of that state package when they put them in sumps too, because that's how they keep stuff from going and occurring in the sumps along with that. So you got the bluegills, you got the crappie, you got the
bluegills,
bulkheads,
all there,
the fries from the frogs, you got all the stuff. So you need these species in line.
It's a whole ecosystem that keeps everything going.
And why do you think the 4 years on its own with reproduction, it's now becomes permanent for that lake?
And the thing that bothers me,
walleye and everything else, they need something that's higher on the food chain to take care of this stuff.
Correct. Otherwise, one thing gets blown out of proportion, then that's it. You can't recover that, and it messes up the whole ecosystem. But I don't understand why they're like you're going to destroy an ecosystem for an ecosystem that you want in place of that previous ecosystem. I don't understand that. That logic doesn't make sense to me.
Which our ecosystem still has their shit.
Yes.
It's it's the lake that loses out.
Yeah.
You're still even if you put the lake there, you're still gonna have your trees, you're still gonna have your fucking flowers, you're still gonna have your vines. The only positive structure is you bring in the native flock life and the fishermen.
Yes.
So all you're bickering about is getting rid of the two people that are actually gonna use the fucking facility.
Yeah. Literally.
And all the people that use the park.
Dams are bad. That's basically their argument.
Yeah.
But that's their argument across the country.
Nothing else.
You can talk to anybody. The biologist from Bass has said the same thing, that he's fighting it across the country, that they're trying to dismantle every dam across the country, basically, and it's a fight that's going across everywhere.
So who's not to say that if once a week we go there with like 3 nice cinder blocks or boulders and just place them where they need to be, until we get a whole fucking dam, and then we'll be fine. Take the $25 illegal dumping ticket and call it a day. That's what we need to do. Go in there with a fucking dump truck. It's $150 for an illegal dumping. Just dump it right where it needs to fucking be and be like, here's $150. See you guys later. Damn good. Now you have to fix it. Fuck them. Do it exactly. Do it at night when no one's around. She's bitching about those 10 trees. I got a perfectly quiet fucking M18. I'll take it right down. Oh, what happened? I don't know. Woodpeckers. They call them Diablo peckers. Just fucking whack them right at the fucking base. Fuck them. The problem is you're never going to have anybody to be 100% on board with anything. Because there's always going to be that one person that's going to open their fucking stupid mouth. and it's always going to be one person that has to disagree with something. We get into the club every time. Sean's fishing with live bait. Fuck you, asshole. Disqualify me. I don't give a shit. There's always going to be somebody, regardless if it's a tree hugger, guy that doesn't understand me, or fucking anything. It's always going to be somebody that has to put their negative thought into it, because you're not going to have anybody to agree. They need chaos. Like they need
That's how they thrive. They thrive it.
Bullshit is what it is. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, the state's not. I mean, it's not. They're not helping the situation by prolonging this. Like they need to make a decision at this point. Because like I said, it's all it's doing.
This process has gone too long. This process has gone way too long.
And are we gonna cry about it if it doesn't get rebuilt? Probably not. Like, is it gonna suck? Yes. But are we gonna go cry about it as if the dam was put back in? And you think they're not gonna cry about that? They're gonna absolutely cry about that if the dam gets put back in.
They're gonna protest every single time somebody's on the lake.
Look at the guy that responded to the post that I put up and everything like that, because I said people were going to be on the payroll, and he automatically assumed that I was talking that they were.
I'm not on payroll.
Protest.
Yeah,
I never said anything about a protest. That was the lady before me. So if you want to address her, address her. I said you guys are getting paid to attend these meetings because you work for that company.
Yeah,
or that type of
profits. They all think that like
association.
Okay, so then you're getting paid by the state for Social Security. You're getting paid somehow, guy. Like you're not here for free.
What I'm saying is you don't have a 9 to 5 that you have to go work at and can't attend the meeting. You're going to attend the meeting. You're getting paid to be at the meeting, or you don't have anywhere else to be so you can be at the meeting.
You're going home to have dinner with your family at night, and you're going to say that you were at something for a source of income for the day. Like your 9 to 5 was sitting at that meeting. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for Brian. It wasn't for Sean. Well,
nope.
Maybe.
Fuck you and your mini rods. I'm gonna keep saying it.
All right.
We'll
just start cutting some new ones up so we can start building them.
You know what? We'll hop off because it's been like an hour and a half. We'll post this on the Stump Pond. We'll see if we can get Dave on if you want to come on if you can come on Wednesday. You got to have your buddy on there. That's like your right hand man.
I think Dave.
I think I might be off Wednesday. I gotta let you know. We'll see.
Right.
I might
do another.
We
might do another virtual, and I'm going to message Ramon too to see if Dave.
Is anybody coming this weekend to the fishing show? You're working, right?
I'm off, but I'm going to be at Disney on Ice with the family. So, yeah,
have fun.
Yeah.
Remember to buy the $35 mug with the ears on it first.
Yeah, I heard it's not even that. It's not even getting in that's expensive. It's literally everything else after. But as long as she's smiling and she's happy, my daughter, I can care less.
Where is it? UBS?
UBS, yeah.
So at least you don't got to go too far. You just got to go to Elmont.
Correct.
Yeah.
Better than going to fucking city.
Oh, I wouldn't. I'm not going. I can't. I refuse to go to the city right now in the climate that it's in. And my wife knows that.
We did our one final city trip before it got too bad, and now we're done.
Yep. I'm not doing it. A lady got stabbed in a changing room, changing a child by a homeless lady. Like, are you kidding me? At Macy's, no less. I can go down that rabbit hole. We won't go down that rabbit hole because I'm going to get in trouble. So
we'll keep your hero status as hero. we don't want you not to get your parade and your medal and your special fireworks display and all that other stuff that's going to happen.
I can't. It's all right. I'm gonna cut a fat head out and just have you next to me the whole time when I did it. For my picture.
I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna say I have the flu. I have COVID 27. I can't come. It's a special branch. But again, thank you for being on the show again. It's always
of course, I appreciate it. Love it.
Thanks for jumping on. Wednesday. It's been fun.
Absolutely. Yep.
Ready, y'all.
We will see anybody at the Rocky Point show. If you can make it, we will be there 9 to 3. Rocky Point High School.
I got one. Whoever watches this and proves that you follow either Kelly Jigs, Island Bass, Not Your Rods, or Shit Show, there'll be a free gift waiting for you. But you have to show me that you like 2 of them or that you subscribe to 2 of them to get it at the show. Could be a rod, could be a gaff, could be a bag of jigs, could be a bag of Kelly Jigs. But if you show us that you like either one or both, free gifts.
We'll throw something together. Yeah.
And it can't be that day. It has to be beforehand.
Right. Has to be beforehand.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys soon.
All right, guys.
We'll talk to you this week, guys. Take care.
Yep. Bye.